Hi, today it will be a reshoot of a 2014 video because I think this thing deserves more close-ups. So we have here, no, it is not a North Korean nuclear warhead. It is a Soviet aircraft air pressure sensor for encoding altitude most probably. Here is the model number for you playing at home and serial number. Nice logo of the manufacturer also. It is mounted in a very nice shock absorber frame, you can see, with 4 rubber and spring shock absorbers. Clamp here to secure the case, but I will not need to undo it because I can just undo the screws on the top. Quite a bad dent at the bottom, but luckily enough the internals are not damaged, and just one air hose connector and one electrical connector. But in fact the most interesting is inside, of course. And it is really nice inside, if I remember correctly. So let me undo 2 screws. Okay, and it should come off. And here are the things. So we have the whole case is at the air pressure. This is just empty. And we have sensor elements here, which are aneroid capsules. Then a little bit of gears and stuff. And then more stuff. So I will zoom. It is quite complicated, in fact. So on the top there is this nice arrow shape part for some reason. The 2 sensor capsules, one here, well, 2 pairs of capsules actually, and they are actuating this piece here, which is connected, excuse me, I am out of the frame, here to this gear. There is some kind of lead counterweight here. Then we have spiral springs, which seem to be made from copper and which are connected to wires here. Then it goes to this shaft. So this is moving. We have coils here, an interesting setup of 2 coils, and in fact this moving part has also, where I can show you here maybe, this, it has another coil on it, and it is this coil which is connected with the 2 springs here. Quite interesting setup. We have one more lead counterweight here. So this thing is not ROHS compliant, by the way. A very thick, maybe 3 or 4 millimeters aluminium plate. Here we continue the shaft. We have more springs to connect the 2 other coils here. Then we have one copper or brass or bronze gear with holes inside to save a little bit of weight. And there is one anti-backlash spring here. So in fact the gear is in 2 parts, 2 layers, and the teeth are a little bit offset from one side to another, and it allows to eliminate most of the backlash. All this is driving, what else? Here, this spring. Excuse me, this gear. Then we go to another shaft. And we arrive at the bottom part here with a lot more of gears. So I am checking if it is possible or not to undo 4 screws and show you this part. Yes, it should be possible. And after this we have to check all the electronics. So meanwhile I'm doing these screws. Here you can see we have one potentiometer setup with wire very thin, actually, extremely thin wipers. It looks like this track is just a regular conductor, and this one, the second one here, is a wire wound resistor. Very interesting. For some reason we have also a motor in this, which is this part here. Or maybe it is not a motor, it may be a synchro transmitter. So we have one sensing with potentiometer and one sensing with synchro transmitter by the looks of it. You can see the extremely serious construction. I will zoom a little bit for you, like so. A very nice wire harness. And now, yes, it will open in half. And you can see the mechanism here. One more spring gear, copper gear, which is driving on this part down to the probably synchro transmitter. If I turn this, what is happening in here on the top? Actually, it is supposedly the reverse way it works, of course. The air pressure will make move the capsules here, and it will actuate in the other way. But I do not see any variation here in the position of the... Oh yes, a little bit. It is a very big demultiplication between both sides. And here you can see we might be moving also the potentiometer wiper, but I do not see it move at all. It is quite interesting. There is a whole bunch of writings here inside the thing, on this side of the capsule. Not sure if you will be able to read them. At least here you can read there is a 27 October of 1970. So here we have all the gears to this transmitter thing. And for the electronics, you have the connector here at the back going to this wire harness, terminals here and here, one oil and paper capacitor here, bigger one here with model number and manufacturer logo. So it will be better in the correct direction for you. Yes, that code of 1970. Glass insulators on these things, of course. One more capacitor, it seems, here. And here for the electronics, we have 2 transistors, a stack of precision wire wound resistors. The value is actually written on them. And a few diodes and resistors in here, and as always they did put each ring around the parts, and they did here stamp the part number. According to the schematic, sometimes it is even handwritten, but not here. A lot of where are they here? Quality control stamps, OTK stamps, and it is almost everything. We have also here at the back one either transformer or inductor. I can see only 2 wires going to it, so it must be inductor. And we have here one more transistor in this bakelite holder. Here I did already show you, it is the potentiometer, and here we have a better view of this weird coil assembly. Really interesting. Okay, so now I will try to make some views for you if you want to keep this as background computer wallpaper, maybe like such. Or this, not bad like so, I guess. Or of course the more the business end, which are the annealing capsules. How to do like this? Yes, it would be nice like so. Okay, on this arrow part, of course, without my fingers. Okay, so it is really a nice item. Back in the time, you could in the mid 2000s years, you could find them such parts really cheap on German eBay, but now it seems they became quite hard to find, and the price did go up. In fact, there are some instruments I did pay myself 1 or 5 euros or something like so, which are now around 50 or 70 euros. So really, but this, as long it is not a possible display item, it can remain cheap. So it is why instruments are expensive, because they are considered like display items for your loft. But if it is just a boring random sealed unit, ugly from the outside, it can still be affordable. And sometimes, like here, you have a very nice surprise inside. But it is a little bit of a Russian roulette to order things without knowing if it will be interesting or not inside. Myself, I did already experiment a lot with. Sometimes it is a good surprise, and sometimes it is really bad. So this sensor is actually quite complicated, because I have another one, I believe, which is much more simple. But this one has quite a lot of stuff, at least. So it is a keeper, despite of bad dent in the case. Okay, so of course there is a seal around the cover, because this is at the probably dynamic static pressure of the outside of the aircraft from the pitot tube to encode the altitude, I guess. I believe, at least. Okay, and very nice color on this. I am not sure how the camera will show it, but very nice yellowish or greenish color on this part here. And what else? As always, the same details with Russian stuff. You have the Teflon coated wires with laced together with a little bit of strand. You have the red paint over the solders and over the screws for quality control. It is always the same. You have serial number here, which is not matching the serial number on the manufacturer plate, and of course a lot of quality control stamps and the manufacturer logos. Maybe we can count them. We have one here, and the others are probably hidden. We must have one behind this transmitter thing. Okay, even here, look at the finish on this coil here. It is really nicely made, and the number of parts in such an item is already quite incredible. Okay, so I hope this video will be better than the old one and more interesting. So, thanks for watching. Bye bye.